Elon Musk says the US is going bankrupt, right? A reset is coming. Something is going to happen, and I'm going to lay this out in this video. Get ready. You won't believe this shit, but get ready for it.
If Trump wins, I suspect there are people with mixed feelings about whether that should happen. But we do have an opportunity to do kind of a once-in-a-lifetime deregulation and reduction in the size of government. Because the other thing, besides the regulations, America is also going bankrupt extremely quickly. And everyone seems to be sort of whistling past the graveyard on this one. But
they're all grabbing the silverware. Everyone's stuffing their pockets with the silverware before the Titanic sinks. Like,
well, you know, the Defense Department budget is a very big budget. Okay, it's $1 trillion a year, DoD, Intel. It's
a lot of money.
And interest payments on the national debt just exceeded the Defense Department budget. But they're over $1 trillion a year, just in interest, and rising. We're adding $1 trillion to our debt, which our kids and grandkids are going to have to pay somehow every 3 months, and then soon it's going to be every 2 months, and then every month, and then the only thing we'll be able to pay is interest. And if this, it's just it's just like a person at scale that has racked up too much credit card debt, and this does not have a good ending. And so we have to reduce the spending.
This is why you have to flight to safety. This is why people are going to Bitcoin. But check this out: how much interest do we pay on national debt? The Congressional National Budget, the CBO, projects that interest payments will total $892 billion in the fiscal year of 2024, and it could rapidly rise and climb to $1 trillion by 2025 and $1.7 trillion by 2034, which means that in total, net interest payments will total $12.9 trillion over the next decade. That is insane. How long can this continue? The central bankers got together, but Catherine Austin Fitts describes how the central bank's warfare model requires the reset every 100 years. If we don't insist on a reset, the people's reset will be happening. So check this out.
But here's our situation. We are operating on an economic model that has to change. And so, the central bankers got together and said, we're going to have a going direct reset. And the World Economic Forum called it the Great Reset. But basically, they're doing a reset. Now, if you go back over the last 500 years of the central banking warfare model, every 100 years or so, there is a reset. And there are remarkable patterns, it appears, historically, to each reset. But anyway, so we do need a reset, and it's a Tina Turner thing. We could do this nice or rough. And the risk-adverse way to do the reset, if you're Mr. Global, is simply to dramatically reduce the population and put them under complete control.
Yikes.
And that's what they're doing.
Yikes.
Now, there's another way to do the reset, and that's to basically evolve into an economic model which is in balance environmentally and is sort of building wealth globally together, which I believe can be done. It's called human civilization.
I don't know if countries are going to work together, but they're going to need to. Smoke put this out here too. BRICS countries together is potential as a cryptocurrency. The outlook for such currency is promising. It has the potential to reshape the financial systems to stimulate economic integration between BRICS. Certainly, this appearance and use of a new composite currency will attract a change in new composition and value for the financial system, capital markets around the world, and will reset the banking system and the market. So something big is going to happen sooner or later. Okay, this is a ticking time bomb. Okay, I don't know if they have an answer for this. This is why I am in crypto. This is why I buy cryptocurrency, because I believe that will have value and the dollar won't, right? And maybe I can cash out my crypto into a different currency, right? Or maybe when there's a when they do this great reset and everybody gets fucked, the people holding certain crypto assets, right? Those might be worth a whole lot more money because of the reset. Okay, let me show you this.
Think is coming is a recession. What your crazy friends might say to you is coming is maybe a depression. You'd be mistaken. Those are lies. What is coming is a collapse of the dollar. You haven't had one of those. We've never experienced the collapse of the dollar, of the world's reserve currency. This will make us Venezuela. Make no mistake. If you want to be prepared, prepare yourself like people should have prepared in Venezuela. Soon, I don't know when, but it will happen overnight. Soon, everything will be collapsing and the banks will close. And there will be chaos.
And there will be chaos, right? Here's the world debt clock, guys. All right, so look, this ratio should be around 60%, right? You can see it's 90% for the US. China is about 82%. Japan's at 302%, right? You have the UK at 110%. Germany is at 80%. You have India at 97%. You have France at 129%. Italy is at 174%. Brazil 107%. Canada is 130%. This is not going to keep working. Eventually, this is all going to collapse and break down, okay? If you're not following my channel, please subscribe and help me grow. We're trying to get to 40,000 subscribers before the end of the year, and we can do it with your help. I love you. Aloha. Warren Buffett. I just want to show you this. Warren Buffett just sold another $3.1 billion worth of Berkshire Hathaway's largest holding. Here's why. Warren Buffett has sold more stock than he bought in Berkshire Hathaway each in the last 7 quarters. He's systemically taking capital gains of stocks to take advantage of lower tax rates. Investors should consider business outlooks before Buffett's lead. Obviously, talk to a tax advisor. But Warren Buffett hasn't seen a lot to like in the stock market in quite some time. In each of the last 7 quarters, Buffett sold more stock in Berkshire Hathaway equity portfolio and new purchases over the last few years. Last quarter, Buffett company sold a massive position in Apple. Nearly half of his position in Apple he sold. It was by far the biggest stock sale in history for Berkshire Hathaway, among roughly $72.6 billion worth. This quarter, Buffett has turned his attention to Berkshire Hathaway's largest holding, and at least it will be used to be. While we normally have to wait to Berkshire Hathaway quarterly filings, the SEC will see the moves with the Oracle of Hama and his team in making the company's portfolio some special expectations. When investors owns more than 10% of a publicly traded company, it must publicly be reported every stock purchase or sale within 3 days. That's why we know Warren Buffett's Berkshire selling his stake in Bank of America. So he sold his stake in Bank of America. It is gigantic, right? After selling $3.8 billion for the stock on July 17th, Buffett sold another $3.1 billion in late August, and in early September, he sold $41 billion at the end of the second quarter. And it sold $34 billion today, okay? Warren Buffett is one of the smartest investors in the world, hands down. The guy is from the future. The guy, or he's just a great man, okay? He sees something extremely terrible coming. He's getting out to safety, right? The stock market has been on an incredible run. It's been hitting all-time highs. Eventually, guys, we're going to go into some type of, bear market, okay? He understands that. He's getting ready for that. There's also this great reset happening, and that is why I buy cryptocurrency. I own XRP. I own Stellar. I own a few other assets, right? Like Quant, because I believe these assets are going to be used to fix this whole screw up of the financial system that we have currently right now. I believe there is a plan, but we'll have to see how it all plays out. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, please like, share with a friend, and please subscribe. Aloha, peace. Thank you.